सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम्।
राष्ट्रीय औषधीय शिक्षा एवं अनुसंधान संस्थान गुवाहाटी तरफ से आप सभी को नमस्कार। Good morning one and all. On behalf of National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, NIPER Guwahati, I, Dr. Krishna Undela, welcome you all for the 5th convocation of NIPER Guwahati. To grace the occasion, we have here with us Chief Guest, Sri Lokranjan Ji, IAS, Secretary, Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, Government of India. Guest of Honor, Professor V. Ravichandran, Director, NIPER Kolkata. Dr. U.S.N. Murthy, Director and Dean, NIPER Guwahati. Dr. Radha Krishnanand, Registrar, NIPER Guwahati. Dr. Sanjay K. Banerjee, Associate Dean, NIPER Guwahati. I once again welcome all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, faculty and staff members, graduating students and their family members, our industrial and academic collaborators, and all the live stream viewers of this convocation. Now I request Professor V. Ravichandran, Director, NIPER Kolkata, to declare the convocation open.
The convocation open.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. U.S.N. Murthy, Director, NIPER Guwahati, to present the report.
Good morning to all of you. It's my great pleasure to welcome you, graduates of NIPER Guwahati, as also their respective family members and friends, to this auspicious occasion of 5th convocation of NIPER Guwahati. At the outset, I would like to welcome our chief guest of the function, Sri Lokranjan Ji, IAS Secretary, Department Donor, Government of India, who accepted readily to come over here in spite of his busy schedules, and guest of honor, Professor V. Ravichandran, Director, NIPER Calcutta and Hajipur, and my Secretary, Madam Aparna Ji, and my Joint Secretary, Department of Pharmaceuticals, Sri Rajnish Tingal Ji, for cordially accepting my invitation and send their blessings virtually from Delhi. My warm greetings and hearty welcome to all the present dignitaries, both offline and online, on the dais and off the dais, and all eminent directors, members of all APDC members, and members of BOG and print and electronic media for this event. I am very much delighted to present the performance report of the Institute for the year 2021. NIPER is an autonomous body established under the aegis of Department of Pharmaceuticals, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India, to provide the high quality of education and research in the area of pharmaceutical sciences and other related areas. Since the inception, NIPER Guwahati, that means 2008 onwards, we have grown significantly with the time and have come up with a lot of achievements and appreciation in last few years, and we hope to continue our growth at faster pace in the coming years. We have been transformed from the scratch. Why I am telling scratch, it is started with the 3 departments with the 30 students, but more than 5 years it was having only 24, 23, 27 students, 3 departments, 27 students. From that level to now 145 students per batch, but that means together it is 300, almost 100 post-doctoral students, almost 400 to 450 on the board right now, with 3 departments to the 8 departments. That is our growth we have come up because of the blessings of various people whose names should be addressed now, who to be remembered now. First one, I want to say my place on the record my gratitude to the Guwahati Medical College, who nurtured this institute for almost 8 years, and because of that we are here now in this hall. And also my earlier secretary, Sri Subraj Ji, IAS, Sri Jay Prakash Ji, IAS, and Dr. Waghela Ji, IAS, and present secretary, who is a dynamic secretary and guiding force to NIPER Guwahati, Madam Aparna Ji. Our sincere thanks to these great supporters of this institute. Currently, the institute operates in full-fledged manner from its main permanent campus situated at Changsari in the rural districts of Kamrup, Assam. Almost a land of 58 acres are already been given by the government of Assam for the construction, and where we are having the block A, where we are having administration, the knowledge resource center, and lecture hall complex and so on. In the block B, it is a biologicals, and block C, it is for the chemicals. And apart from this, boys hostel, girls hostel, canteen, and so on. We also had wonderful setup of the type 3 quarters and type 4 quarters for our teaching staff. And NIPER Guwahati currently running 8 departments starting from the pharmacy practice, biotechnology, pharmacology toxicology, pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical analysis, medicinal chemistry, pharmaceutical technology formulations, and medical devices. Apart from regular 8 departments, I am happy to share, sir, this is the NIPER, a unique NIPER to have almost 9 Center of Excellences and national centers funded by various agencies. The one what we got, the 9th one is recently by NITI Aayog, is Atal Incubation Center with a budget of 10 crores. Our total value of these 9 centers are almost more than 60 crores and all. To name a few of them, National Center for Pharmacoengineering, which is only first one established in Southeast Asia. The first one in the world was established in the North Carolina University, Chapel Hill Road, USA. Then this is only the center funded by DPRP program of DST with a budget of 5 crores. Bionest Incubation Center by RAC, and GMP accredited pilot scale extraction center by DBT, and Quality Control and Value Addition Center for Herbal Industry by TICE program under Ministry of Commerce, Pharmacovigilance Center, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, GLP accredited animal house facility for animal breeding also, that is by donor, Center of Excellence in the Tribal Affairs, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Atal Incubation Center by NITI Aayog. The team of NIPER Guwahati always put best efforts to bring excellence in academic and research fronts, conceiving of competitive EMR extramural projects with a worth of almost 48 crores. To name few of them, one of the projects is Central Ayurvedic Research Institute funded by Calcutta, Dysel Chiral Industries Hyderabad, National Dope Testing Laboratory NDTL, that is New Delhi, Andhra Pradesh Medical Technology Zone Vizag, and so on. Development of collaborations across intra and inter-departments, increasing the scientific output like publications more than 110 in peer-reviewed journals, both granted and filed patents, and various MOUs with the premium organizations like AIMS, BB Nagar, Jodhpur, and so on. Soon we are going to have an MOU with our neighbor, that is AIMS Guwahati, IITs, CSR labs, ICMR labs, etc., offering excellent placements for our graduating students and in creating the sustainable roadmap for the holistic growth of the institute. It's worthy to mention that more than 80% of our recent graduates has already been placed in the reputed pharmaceutical industries like Reddy's, Sun Pharma, Cognizant, Syngene, etc., and remaining are opted for the higher education reputed institutes in India and abroad as well. It is indeed pleasing to share all the significant progress at this juncture. In this 5th convocation of the institute, the degrees will be awarded to 100 postgraduate scholars of last 2 batch of the students. In addition, 9 scholars of the institute will be awarded with a PhD degree. The efforts for our faculties were also recognized at national and international level. To name few of them, Dr. Shubham Banerjee was awarded SERB International Research Experience Fellowship for collaborating work at University of Texas, Austin, which is the top 5 universities of the world. And Dr. Krishna Undela and his team was awarded a scholarship by International Society of the Pharmacoepidemiology in Denmark. Our PhD scholars, Dr. Ishwar and Ms. Poonam bagged DST-sponsored prestigious Avsar Award 2021 on science writing. 4 PhD scholars for bringing laurels to the institute by winning prizes at NIPER E-Symposium conducted as a part of the NIPER Research Symposium, Trends in Pharmacology Research. That is the title of the symposium where our colleagues got it, our PhD scholars. And of course, I too also got one award, that is a Jendo Award. NIPER Guwahati conducted several online conferences like Advanced Drug Design, Medicinal Chemistry, RSC Symposium, Royal Society of Chemistry Symposium, and several webinars on the commemoration of the 75 years of Indian independence. NIPER Guwahati not only conducted various webinars, workshops, and training programs to bring awareness among the people of Northeast region about the recent development in the pharmaceutical field, but also faculty students are also actively participated in the program, holy program, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Last year, 2021, our institute secured 19th rank in the National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF, in the pharmacy category, and placed in band promising in ARIIA, that is Atil ranking of institutions on innovation achievements under the Ministry of Education, Government of India in 2021 rankings. We wish to move ahead in the ladder with the better performance in the years to come. The process of permanent faculty recruitment on regular posts was almost done. Out of 33 sanctioned posts, 28 have been recruited, and rest will be recruited very soon. We have current strength of 28 faculties placed and spreaded across the 8 departments of the institute. The recruitment of the non-teaching is also on, will be completed in a couple of months. Different advanced scientific instruments were procured in the institute this year to facilitate the research activity. These high-end instruments are setting up in the central instrumentation facility, both at a biological as well as chemical. Just to name few of them, 600 and 400 megahertz of the NMR, and high-performance liquid chromatography, micro-CT, advanced 3D prototyping instrument, and so on. We are incrementally moving ahead for building more infrastructural advanced analytical facilities in spite of having many natural environmental calamities, threats, and challenges. But still, the development of this institute continues with our strong emotional connect with the place which we had the resource capital of the country for many years, supported by rich history of the culture, art, education, and intellect. We are optimistic that NIPER Guwahati has been able to live up to the DOP dream of nurturing excellence in its own right. Finally, the 5th convocation of NIPER Guwahati represents a changing moment in the lives of our graduates, marking another milestone for this institute. I take this opportunity to urge our graduates to keep in mind and teaching of their alma mater. This day belongs to you, but it also belongs to your parents, teachers, and guardians, some of whom have taken the trouble of being present in this hall today. I congratulate all of you and wish you an eventful and memorable journey ahead. I also thank all the faculty and staff for their hard work. I am sure together we will take this institute to as one of the top ranking institute with more better performance in the years to come. Be with your dream, keep going, keep learning. Jai Hind, Namaskar.
Director NIPER Guwahati, I call upon you to administer the exhortation to the recipients.
Sir, the students of NIPER Guwahati who have been considered qualified for administering to the degree of institute have been assembled. I pray they may now be administered the exhortation.
Director NIPER Guwahati, I call upon you to administer the exhortation to the recipients.
Thank you, sir. Speak the truth, practice virtue. Let there be no neglect of your daily reading. Let there be no neglect of your duties and responsibilities. Let there be no neglect of truth. Let there be no neglect of welfare. Let there be no neglect of prosperity. Let there be no neglect of learning and teaching. Whatever deeds are blameless are to be practiced, not others. Whatever good practices there are among us are to be adopted, not others. Whoever is great and wise should be honored. What is to be given with faith, should not be given without faith, should be given in plenty, should be given with modesty, and should be given with sympathy. Yes, I shall act accordingly. If there is any doubt in your regarding any deeds, any doubt regarding conduct, you should decide yourself and act accordingly. After you judge critically, advise and counsel of those who are competent to judge, who are devoted to good deeds, who are not led by others, who are not harsh, who are lovers of truth. This is the instruction. You shall take all these as guiding philosophy of your life. serve your country and nation with all your might, irrespective of any region, religion, caste, or community. I give you my blessings. May your life be crowned with success. Sir, may I introduce to you the students who have already been considered fit by NIPER Guwahati to receive the degrees of the institute, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as a nominee of Chairperson Affects Council, I admit you to your respective degrees, and I charge you that ever in your thought and action you prove yourself worthy of the honor conferred on you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please take your seats. Now I request the guest of honor of today's function, Professor V. Ravichandran, to address the gathering.
Namaskar, good morning to all of you. My warm regards to respected the guest of the today convocation, 5th convocation, Sri Lok Ranjan, Secretary, the Ministry of Donor, Government of India, members of Affects Council, and Director, Dr. Yosan Murthy, dignitaries invited, the people from Donor and other the people associated with Donor, and invitees, faculty members, graduating students, staffs, and ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege to be part of this today 5th convocation of NIPER Guwahati. In the life of student, convocation is a milestone. It's a transition from the educational level into matured professional level, reaching to the society in the aspect of industrial service or academic service, research and development. These are the very proud moment. What you have learned here last 2 years is that very energetic, flooded expertise and the knowledge, resources associated with this institute. You become the star of the institute. You are going out. I am really excited and honored and proud to congratulate all of you for this 5th convocation who were graduating today. I am happy to note that the today convocation, 100 postgraduate, 9 number of research scholars getting graduated. It's a really delighted to understand you all placed in that well-reputed industry, multinational industry, and the research laboratories too. I like to offer my warm congratulations to stars of the today convocation, scoring of the medals, rank, and industrial awards. This is a very proud moment. It gives that the confidence, it gives that enthusiasm, it gives that it is a successful courage. It's very important for that moving forward to next level in the profession to fly this in the pharmacy profession in the global ranking with the higher and higher the promotion of the pharmaceutical. I know that they remember this day of this greater fondness than that graduating students. The parents are that very delighted. Because of that, the son and daughters are going for that next level of that the confidence, yearning, facing the society. This is a very proud moment for that the parents as well as the faculties. As a faculty, we are all very much proud and delighted and very happy to share that this today occasion. Since NIPER Guwahati evolved as one of the premier educational institution, among that the 7 NIPERs, and in the eastern region, I was sharing with our guest. Really, this NIPER Guwahati come up like anything with as director was presenting the report, so no other NIPER could be at the present stage reaching this level of that achievement in the aspect of the performance parameters. You know that the performance parameters in the research, funding, and getting of the placement, getting of the faculty recognition, these all together, it is flooded with NIPER Guwahati, for which I am really excited and happy for that at the moment what it has reached that NIPER Guwahati with the guidance of, as director said, several that secretaries of the Department of Pharmaceutical with vision. Dr. Subraj, the instrumental person, while that the 2015 we all joined that the first the NIPER Guwahati, it is to be that the established the permanent infrastructure. I should definitely recollect, acknowledge the service of the then secretary, later other secretaries and the current secretaries, the dynamism on that, the pulling of all that the funding agencies and strengthening of the NIPER in all aspects, giving of strength to that the faculty to enrich that the, all the postgraduates and the research scholars by the way and vision of common research program, what the fragment of knowledge and that the simple component of the sources what is available, together make into that the translational aspect. By this way, it is a Ms. S. Abarna, IAS, Secretary Pharma, and the Joint Secretary Rajneesh Tingal, the Director Dr. U.S.N. Murthy, all complimentary for that your outcome today, what you are going out. I also compliment that the faculty members are that the pillars of that your knowledge and your strength and your success. I cannot, leave that the faculty because they are that the brain strength of that our scholars going out. I acknowledge and recognize all our the faculty members of NIPER Guwahati. I have been closely observing that study progress made by the team. NIPER Guwahati, even yesterday we all together there in Calcutta for a cardiovascular research convergence. NIPER Guwahati and CSIR, ISCB, NIPER Calcutta, AIMS Delhi, together conducted a wonderful event and couple of the scholar, PhD scholar faculty presented also that. I appreciate that, the activity of collectiveness to strengthen that the technological requirement of the country. Now the institution has a vast scope to improvement in experimentation. Particularly, we have visited ourselves, Dr. Sri Ranjan ji visited that the facility available. It's the international facility. With this, your exposure gives that strong strength for that facing of any kind of the stakeholders in the company or in the research component. Now our government policy constantly providing affordable medicine. What is that the outcome of your learning, expertise and the technological aspect? Affordable medicine is that the policy of the government. How the unmet need can be extended. By the way of that you are redoing, strengthening that the institute laboratory in NIPER Calcutta as an alumni, you have certain responsibility where you have taken, you have to give to that strength and further also that. So imposing that elaborate price control mechanism, now that the government is very much concentrating because our country is a poor country, you are all going to resolve that the problems what we could not able to achieve that in the current status. What we could not able to achieve, unmet issue of that, the virus, cancer, these are the major issue. Currently, we are importing from the several countries for resolving this the cancer and the virus. It need to be attended, it need to be resolved by making that the technology in simplified form to attend that the affordability and the availability. This is what the current requirement of that our country. You are all going to lead that the problem to solve the problem that. In order to acquire leadership position in the drug discovery and the development, this is that the currently we are facing challenge. Though we are performing in the global market, we are in number 3 that, and in that the performance aspect on the total value aspect, we are in the number 13. Though it is in that the higher level, but we could not able to do that anything major in the drug discovery area. We need to strengthen further for reaching in the drug discovery area also that. I feel that our social and health problem could be tackled using scientific solution, only that could be possible to resolve that the existing problem of that affordability and health management. I congratulate NIPER Guwahati for achieving the ranking in the NIRF and as conveyed band promising in area, and Jandu Award also it is given to NIPER Guwahati. This is a wonderful moment to cherish with that all the awards and the medals and the ranking. You all that contributed, for which I should congratulate, thank for that your contribution. I have that the strong belief that NIPER Guwahati will achieve greater heights that what with this last 5 years period, 5 years plus what it is achieved, it will be happen that multifold in the future period. I would once again compliment and congratulate all the graduating student and the parents. With this, I end my address. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Dr. Uvesan Murthy, Director NIPER Guwahati, to initiate the award of PhD degree scrolls to the scholars.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chairperson Apex Council, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of this institute and charge you to be the worthy of the same. The registrar will read out the names of the recipient of the PhD degrees.
Good morning to respected dignitaries on the stage, my colleagues, staff, and students of NIPER Guwahati. Once again, a warm welcome to the 5th Convocation to all of you. And with your permission, and it's my privilege to read out the names of the students who are receiving the PhD degree today. Dr. Dakta Morati Paude from the Department of Pharmaceutics under the supervision of Professor Tamilvanan. Dr. Malayamarutham Kalyan Kumar Raju from the Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology under the supervision of Dr. VGM Naidu, and the co-supervisor is Professor Chandana Chaudhary Barua. Now, I would like to read out the names of the students who are receiving the PhD students in absentia. Dr. Jannu Arun Kumar from the Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology under the supervision of Dr. VGM Naidu. Dr. Bashweshwar Yadav Gawali from the Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology under the supervision of Dr. VGM Naidu. Dr. Uppalapu Shravan Kumar from the Department of Biotechnology under the supervision of Dr. Sanjay Kumar Banerjee, and the co-supervisor is Dr. Sudhakar S. Dr. Kalyani Tene from the Department of Biotechnology under the supervision of Dr. Ranadeep Gogai, former Assistant Professor, NIPER Guwahati, and the co-supervisor is Dr. VGM Naidu. Dr. Chaudhary Vishal Sharad from the Department of Pharmaceutics under the supervision of Dr. Subham Banerjee. Dr. Ebin Johnny from the Department of Pharmacy Practice under the supervision of Dr. Ramu Adela. Dr. G. Surender from the Department of Pharmacy Practice under the supervision of Dr. Uvesan Murthy. Congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Uvesan Murthy, Director NIPER Guwahati, to initiate the award of gold medals to the toppers from each department.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chairperson Apex Council, I admit the toppers of various departments to award the gold medals and charge you to be worthy of the same. Now registrar will call the names department wise.
Now, I would like to call upon the names who are receiving the gold medals. Anirban Barik from the Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology. This award is sponsored by BVG Life Sciences, Pune. Sriram Arvind Mahajan from the Department of Biotechnology. This award is sponsored by Romanel Biomedical OPC Private Limited, Delhi. Aditya Sharma from the Department of Pharmaceutical Analysis. This award is sponsored by Diacel Chiral Technologies India Private Limited, Hyderabad. Umarji Manasi Uday from the Department of Pharmaceutics. This award is sponsored by Pfizer Healthcare India Private Limited, Chennai. Sanjanay Roy Chaudhary from the Department of Medicinal Chemistry. This award is sponsored in memory of late Dr. Hemant Kumar Srivastava, Associate Professor, NIPER, Guwahati. Gifty Lawrence from the Department of Pharmacy Practice. This award is sponsored by Dr. USN Murthy, Founder Director, NIPER, Guwahati. Kolagani Naveen Kumar from the Department of Pharmaceutical Technology Formulations. This award is sponsored by Dr. Reddy's Institute of Life Sciences, Hyderabad. Falke Purva Suhas from the Department of Medical Devices. This award is sponsored by Andhra Pradesh MedTech Zone, Visakhapatnam. Congratulations to all the students.
Now it's my honor to welcome our chief guest of today's function, Sri Lokranjanji IAS, to deliver the convocation address.
Namaskar and good morning to everyone present here and those who are joining from outside the venue of this function. In particular, I begin by thanking Dr. USN Murthy, Director NIPER Guwahati, for inviting me to this function which is a source of great delight and positivity to me. Other dignitaries on the dais, the guest of honor, Dr. Ravi Chandran, the students present here, their parents, the faculty members. I must confess that when I was initially invited to come over to this function, I had asked Professor Murthy as to what would be in it that he sees from me and what would be in it for me. Apart from attending my own convocation function, I have not attended any other functions in between. And it has been very long since then. But I must say that when he took me around the institute in the morning before we came here, and in our interactions with the faculty and some of the students also who were present there, it has left me with a great deal of positivity and confidence, and also pride that we are reaching the cutting edge of pharmaceutical education and research. I am also informed that this convocation is a historic occasion. Although the 5th convocation, this is being celebrated at the permanent campus of NIPER Guwahati in Kamrup district of Assam. It is also an occasion where this institute takes its pride of place between the other institutions of excellence, namely IIT Guwahati and AIIMS Guwahati in the vicinity. And therefore it marks the realization of the dreams, the commitment, the hard work of this institute, everyone right from the level of the director, and is culminating in it being recognized as an institute of national importance. Therefore, I convey my delight at being present here, and I also request everyone present here to give themselves a big hand. Actually, you would have deserved a louder applause for all your achievements. But I get back to the original question that I had for Professor Murthy. What is so important about the convocation? For one, this is always a bittersweet moment. The sweet moment for those who are graduating, I'm sure, their efforts and their commitment is being rewarded. And this is an acknowledgement of their gaining entry, as was being mentioned, into the larger society. So far, they were reckoned as students, as those who were learning, but now they are being invited to the larger fold of the society, not only to continue learning, but also to start contributing to the society in a much positive and bigger manner. So it is a moment of pride for all of you, for your teachers, for your parents, those who have contributed to your life so far. So surely this marks the entry to another stage of your life. And this is nothing new. Actually, all of us know that. The Indian system for a very long time had divided life into 4 ashrams. So now you enter into an ashram where you will start contributing to the society, to the nation at large, and in our Indian way of thinking, to the world at large. So it's an important moment for you. Do enjoy it, but also realize its importance. For all of us who have seen you grow, I'm sure the faculty and the director of the institute in particular, this is also tugging at their heartstrings. They would have grown attached to you. They would have seen you become responsible adults in your own rights from the time that you joined here till the time that you graduate. So, yes, it will be somewhat emotional and sentimental for them, but I'm sure you go out with their best blessings as you start a new journey in your life. See, for me, it is also a reminder of how it was for me when I graduated and I was to leave home. So my father was a professor of education, but I think my mother didn't trust him on his degree and his achievements. She thought that he had not educated me enough. So she requested him, somehow cajoled him to give me some advice as I leave home for joining a service outside the home. So with great reluctance, in his professorial manner, my father did gather some courage to talk to me, and then he asked me, he generally told me what challenges I should be ready for and all. And generally asked me, well, how would I deal with all those? So I was, as any one of you can visualize, if your father asks you, okay, how will you deal with the challenges that the life is going to throw on you? You will have an answer, I'm sure. But I didn't have an answer. So I don't know what entered my mind. I just said that if I land into some problem, some situation which I can't think of a solution, I will only think as to how my parents would have handled it, and then try to attempt a solution to it. So I don't know whether that was a right answer or not, but that gave my father the escape route that he was looking for. So he told my mother, now this boy does not need anything else to be told. That's everything. So he escaped giving me any further advice. But I learned much later in life that it was also the crux of everything that he could have told me. I learned this when my son started leaving home. So what I'm trying to say is that as you go out in life, please retain the values that you have picked up along this journey, through your parents, through your teachers, through your guides. These are going to stand you in good stead. And it is always good to use them as a beacon in your life whenever you have a problem to resolve. Please recall what you have learned through them at the institute, at your home, and then start a solution to those. You will find that it will stand you in good stead. It has stood me in good stead right through. Let me complete the second part also. When my son started leaving home, then my wife prevailed on me to give him some good advice. And I also didn't know what to tell him. But my son was wiser. So he just looked at me and he said, "Dad, please don't start. I'll manage." So that is the change that has come in the meantime. So I also got the escape route that I wanted. So I didn't have to give him any advice. But looking back, I think this is a very confident generation, a very keyed-in generation. But the larger point here is that someone who is well-oriented to life may not need an advice at the time that he's entering somewhere. That advice, that preparedness has come to you because you were committed before reaching this stage. You have reached this stage because you started getting oriented to the larger life, the larger challenges. So as you go out, I don't think I have any big advice to give you because you are so well oriented. You have been through life. You have been through some very committed
excellent mentors. So you'll do well, I have no doubt in this. Just maintain this fire that you entered this institution with. Just maintain that fire inside you. You have been given a lot of other equipment in these times that you spent at the institute to use your intrinsic merit to go with and help you deal with the situations in life. Now, just a moment maybe to ponder about as to what it means to go through an institution of excellence like NIPER. This is an opportunity that does not come to everyone. So first of all, all of you are fortunate in that sense. Whatever has been your journey through this institute, you should cherish this. Those who are still continuing into academics in association with NIPER or otherwise should continue to cherish these opportunities. These do not come to everyone. Not everyone is being prepared for life in the best possible manner that you have had an opportunity to be prepared for. So don't let it go a begging. The National Institute for Pharmaceutical Education and Research, NIPER, in my view, the PER should stand for professionalism, empathy, and respect. Professionalism in the way you conduct yourself, empathy in the way you deal with everyone else as you go out, and respect. Now, respect is I'll take a minute, because respect is not as simple a word as it appears to be in dictionary. It's a very layered word. So this respect is, first of all, it will cut both ways. So the respect means the respect that you will give others, but it also means how you will earn the respect of others. So what you should carry with you all the time is the respect for your elders, your teachers, your colleagues, senior colleagues maybe. I don't know if the practice of emphasizing their seniority continues in this institute or not, but do carry the respect for your seniors, the institution. But what you should also continue to respect is the knowledge that has come to you. And that respect means that you will continue refreshing it. This is not a one-time dead asset that has come to you. If you respect knowledge, this means that you will continue to strive to refresh this, to pursue this, even as you get out. And that is only when it will stay with you. A knowledge that is not used over time will be actually no knowledge that remains with you. So a respect to the knowledge that you have earned is very important. Another aspect of respect is the respect for time. See, those of you who are Hindi movie buffs will perhaps know a song which says that जिंदगी के सफ़र में गुजर जाते हैं जो मुकाम वो फिर नहीं आते. वक्त चलता रहता है, रुकता ही नहीं. एक पल में ये आगे निकल जाता है. आदमी ठीक से देख पाता नहीं और पर्दे पे मंजर बदल जाता है. So that's a profound statement actually which all of us have learned, those who have driven down this road of passage of time. So while you will have time to enjoy, time to earn, time to do so many things, but also respect time for enriching yourself in terms of knowledge, for contributing to everyone around you. Because as the song that I was referring to, although I I mentioned it in prose because I'm no Kishore Kumar, my singing would have put you off. So, but the statement there is profound. So unless you keep utilizing the time well as you go out, the respect that you have earned for yourself, the respect that you want to earn further, will not come to you. And vice versa. If you utilize the time well, you will eventually gain the respect of everyone. So, as I was mentioning, respect is a very layered concept. So, this Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research should also leave you with professionalism, empathy, and respect. And may you gain more respect because of this. Now, I'll just mention one more thing before you accuse me of doing the very thing that all of you didn't want and my son didn't want in any case. So you would have heard this word, especially spoken about the Northeast, which is Ashtalakshmi. So the Honorable Prime Minister has been using this word in the context of the Northeastern states. There are 8 of them. So when he speaks of Ashtalakshmi, our first impulse is to believe that because these are 8 states, therefore the Ashtalakshmi. That's partially true. Actually, that is the minor part of it. In the Indian belief system, the Lakshmi is not just what we think it is. So Lakshmi is not only the goddess of monetary well-being, the moneyed wealth, no. So Lakshmi itself has several facets. 8 of them are defined. So for example, this is one facet. This is Vidya Lakshmi. So all of you are rich today already. So you may not have much money in your pockets. I hope you have much money also. But even without that, you are rich because you have Vidya Lakshmi with you today. There's something called Adi Lakshmi. Adi Lakshmi is what connects us to our roots, our parents, our ancestors, our traditional knowledge, our legacy. You are rich today because you are also connected to it. How the traditional Indian systems of treatment, medicine, pharmaceuticals, how this was so rich, so endowed, so natural. So you are actually rich because Adi Lakshmi is pleased with you. You are connecting to our roots, and so on. But what you should remember in life is that the monetary well-being, it is important. I don't mean to say that you can neglect. That also is a part of, as I mentioned, the Grihasthashram that all of us live by. So there are responsibilities. And by Grihastha, I don't only mean your own home, your own household, towards your society, towards others in the society who are not so well endowed. But also realize that monetary riches are not the only thing that you should crave for in life. The Ashtalakshmi is a very studied concept which says that the well-being in life is multidimensional. Now we use various terms for this, 360-degree or something. I mentioned some of those to you. So always strive for a rounded life. Everything else will come. The delights will come, the pleasures will come, the money will come. But you have to have that balance in you. Don't chase only for the material richness. The material richness is only one part of the richness of life. And if you look around, there would be examples and examples of people who didn't chase material richness, but every form of achievement, every form of success actually came after them, including material richness also at times. So, therefore, I pray that each one of you become successful in a rounded way, much more than material success. You succeed in your learning, in your profession, and have a very bright future and life ahead of you. Do take care of yourselves, those who are near and dear to you, your society around you, and the larger world. Do contribute to the betterment of humanity. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Dr. Uvasan Murthy, Director NIPER Guwahati, to initiate the award of Master Degree Scrolls to the graduating students.
This is the one. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chairperson Apex Council, I admit you to the degree of Master of Science Pharma of this institute and charge you to be worthy of the same. Dr. Radhakrishnan.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to call upon the names of the students who are receiving the master's degree. First, I would like to start with MS Pharm in Pharmacology and Toxicology, and the students who are present here. Anirban Barik, Srivasan ji, Arun N, Arun N, Neetu Prasad, Soumya Ranjan Badjena, Chaudhary Vishal Balu, Palival Vinay Mahendra, Pathak Nikhil Vinayak, Patil Patamesh Mahadev, Sagar Mahavar, Gopnar Vittal Venkatrao, Narhar Setti Lakshmi Tulasi, Joshi Shubhang Manohar Lal, Ritish Goyal, now I would like to call upon the name of the student who is receiving the degree in absentia, Vikram Bamsi Priya. Now I would like to call upon the name of the students who are receiving the degree from MS Pharm in biotechnology in person. Sriram Aravind Mahajan, Kalali Sridivya Gaud, Potuganti Rekha, Pradeep Kumar Patel, Madhavi Manohar Bhatia, Satyajit Lakshman Murkute, Balaji Sanjay Somvanshi, Bhattar Shubhashit. Now I would like to call upon the names of the students who are receiving MS Pharm degree in pharmaceutical analysis in person. Aditya Sharma, Sanket Yashwant Gawas, Sandeep Jat, Karri Sai Venkatesh Bharani, Anjana Elsa Vizu, Venna Rajashekar Reddy, Saurabh Chauhan, Rahima Khatun, Nazir Khan, Prachi Premanand Vernekar. Abhishek Gupta. Mahendran M. Kommuri Pravalika. Ramakanta Patel. Barre Vamsi. Katam Hemalata. Kashyap Ajay Trivedi. Omkar Sandeep Londe. Sabbavarpu Ajay. Now I would like to call upon the names of the students who are receiving MS Pharm degree in pharmaceutics in person. Umarji Manasi Uday. Putta Chandralekha. Putta Chandralekha. Dadale Adinad Arun. Jashika Shambunad. Mayur Sudham Kule. Cloudy K. Waipai. Jariwala Naitik Himanshu. Nidhi Malviya. Saurav Vimalkar Chogule. Gatade Ketki Umesh. Bawale Rohit Dattatray. Lekurwale Srushti Sanjay. Chilakamuri Sudarshan Naidu. Amit Ravindra Pariskar, Kamble Atul Sayaji, Sumed Devrao Bahudare, now I would like to call upon the names of the students who are receiving the degree in absentia. Jadab Saurabh Sunil, Kotta Sri Lakshmi Ramya. Now I would like to call upon the names of the students who are receiving MS Pharm degree in medicinal chemistry in person. Sanjana Roy Chaudhary, Monica Kapildev Verma, Amruta Sisa Tomi, Chaudhary Hrishikesh Shesharao, Omkar Sharad Palkar, Mayur Arun Pawar, Abruddin Mumtajuddin Khatib, Podili Runesh, Ashru Ajinath Kate, Patlavati Tejasri, Wag Kanchan Madan Rao,
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the chairperson, Apex Council, I admit you to the degree of Master of Pharmacy of this institute and charge you to be worthy of the same. Now, Registrar will read the names of the pharmacy practice, pharmaceutical technology formulation.
Now I would like to read out the names of the students who are receiving the awards from Master of Pharmacy in Pharmacy Practice. Gifty Lawrence, Asif Muhammad, Devarapalli Ranjani Durga, Hirke Amol Lakshman, Dontuneni Karun, Maske Amar Ashok, Varade Srushti Rajesh, G Netravati, Mudimala Pravalika, Now I would like to read out the names of the students who are receiving the degree from Master of Pharmacy in Pharmaceutical Technology Formulation. Kolagani Navin Kumar, fast. Manini Bhatt, Gawali Komal Vijay, K Tejaswini, Gore Swati Kailas, Patil Janeswar Madhukar, Kambli Praveen Parameshwar, Sheetal Sunil Ranvare, Gopal Janba Bajad, Ravikiran Ramesh Shirsagar, Patale Vivek Aravind.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chairperson Apex Council, I admit you to the degree of Master of Technology, Pharma of this institute and charge you to be worthy of the same.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to read out the names of the students who are receiving the degree Master of Technology, Pharma in Medical Devices in person. Falke Purva Suhas, Bankar Nutar Ravindra, Lambate Manasi Anand, Pansare Mayur Madhav. Bagul Harshali Kailas. Sangam Vandana Shankar. Arasavalli Sukanya. Gugare Pragati Siddharth. Now I would like to read out the name of the student who is receiving the degree in absentia, Kancha Shirisha. Thank you and congratulations to all.
Thank you, everyone. Now I request Professor V. Ravichandran, Director, NIPER, Kolkata, to declare the convocation is closed.
The convocation is closed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. So with this, we completed the formal proceedings of the convocation. Now I request the dignitaries on the dais to felicitate the chief guest of today's function, Sri Lokranjanji IAS. Now I request the dignitaries to felicitate the guest of honor of today's function, Professor V. Ravichandran. Now I request the guests attended the convocation from various institutes within and around the NIPER. First of all, I would like to call upon Dr. Punyamurthy, Professor IIT Guwahati. Please come on the dais, sir. Srimati Shelly Laltangshu, Economic Advisor, Northeast Council, Shillong. Professor Gupta, AIMS Guwahati. Brigade Singh, Northeast Handicrafts Director. Thank you one and all. Now I request Dr. Sanjay K. Banerjee, Associate Dean, NIPER Guwahati, to propose the vote of thanks.
Yes. On behalf of NIPER Guwahati, I profusely thank the chief guest of today's function, Sri Lokranjan Ji, IS, Secretary, Ministry of Development of Northeast Region, Government of India, for kindly accepting our invitation and addressing the young graduates, faculty, and staffs. Our sincere thanks to guest of eminence, Mrs. S. Aparna Ji, IS, Secretary, Department of Pharmaceutical, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer, Government of India, for her immense support in all the initiative and activities of this institute. Many thanks to Sri Rajnish Tingle Ji, Joint Secretary, Department of Pharmaceutical, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer, Government of India, for his constant support and valuable suggestion for the growth of NIPER Guwahati. We are thankful to Professor V. Ravichandran for his extended support from NIPER Kolkata towards the academics and research activities of this institute and for gracing the occasion today as a guest of honor. My special thanks to Professor Punyamurthy, Professor Gupta, Brigadier Singh, and Srimati Seli Lalthangzu for their gracious presence. I take this opportunity to thank all the members of the Board of Governors, Academic Planning and Development Committee, Senate advisors, officers from the Department of Pharmaceutical, directors of our sister concerned NIPERs, and all the industry and academic collaborators for their constant support towards the diligence and development of NIPER Guwahati. I thank all the faculty and staff members of NIPER Guwahati for their tireless efforts to keep this institute among the top institutes of pharmacy in India. I thank all the graduating students and their parents who presented physically and virtually for this convocation. Last but not the least, I thank all the supporting staff and print and electronic media for their support in making this convocation a grand success. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Now I request everyone to rise for the national anthem and remain standing till the procession leaves the hall.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे